Hi everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdi.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Mimeograph Monday with a twist. And I'm so glad that you're here. I'm going to do one of the cards from the mini catalog, and it's using the gorgeous Joy of Christmas 12x12 DSP. And this designer series paper is so gorgeous. The last few years, Stampin' Up has just been knocking it out of the park with the DSP, and I mean, I'm the worst person for hoarding it, and I shouldn't, right? I should use it. But then when they retire, then I go through the ones and I keep all my favorites. So I have like a stack on my table like this, a retired DSP that I've kept the favorites out, and you see them periodically in classes and events and stuff like that because I just love them and they work awesome for new things. So so always look at that designer series paper. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So it's still warm here, and believe it or not, yesterday when I was walking Winston around the property, I go, let's find another turtle, and we did. So that was the 4th sulcata tortoise that I have found, and they're just like little, right? They're just like a little baby, and then I just find good homes for them, but it's just kind of craziness. But so every time we find one, I go to Jeff, are we going to keep this one? He's like, no, we don't want a turtle. So but anyways, so my sister says, you know, maybe you'll keep finding them till you keep one, and then you won't find any more. But Jeff keeps saying no, but that's all right. Okay, so I'm going to stop blabbing. Winston is at the vet getting his teeth cleaned, so he's knocked out. They're also going to remove his back dew claws because they're all like wiggly, and I'm like so scared he's going to catch them on something, so we're going to do that. So I do have my phone on. I usually put it on mute during my videos, so if you do hear my phone, I apologize, but I have it on just in case they need to call me for any reason. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera, close your eyes just for a second, that way, while I'm getting adjusted and stuff. Okay, so this is the card I'm going to do, and usually I show you the catalog. I'm a little, what is it, perplexed, I don't know what the word is, page 28, here it is, because I had to sign all this stuff. All these initial this, if this happens, I'm like, oh my gosh. And they're like, do you want him resuscitated? And I'm like, oh, I just want his teeth cleaned and everything to be good. All right, so this is the card I'm going to do, and this is that amazing paper. So usually I do one ahead of time, and I didn't this time, which is so bad, but I didn't. So this is just going to be fly by the seat of my pants. So I did cut all my things. So this uses the Christmas Classics bundle. So here's the stamp set. And then it has the matching die. And it has a lot of fun shapes. All right, so I have cut 2 just in case I boo-boo. All right. Let me put this over here. So this is that designer series paper. Also, don't let me forget, which I'm going to, I'm sure. Alright, don't let me forget. I have these new papers to show you. Alright, so I need to put it somewhere so I don't forget. But this is the Joy of Christmas. So this is in the mini catalog. The ones that I just quickly told you to remind me about, those are online exclusives, so those aren't in a catalog. So you'll find those in my store. You can get my store over here, and if you just go to online exclusives, you can pull up, because there's stamp sets and punches and DSP and things like that, so you don't want to miss it. But this paper is so amazing, and it's just all watercolored by some artists at Stampin' Up. And I know I've showed it in the catalog unboxing or whatever, but still, just in case you missed that. And then the back side. This awesome gingham. And then some more of that wood grain. Let's see. Here's some more holly berries, just smaller. So it's kind of like related to this paper. And then some musical notes on the back. My sister, Courtney, she plays piano. So I'd be interested to know if this actually plays music. So if you do play the piano and you have this paper, let me know if you, you know, if it does play a song. All right, so here's some leaves, and then this really pretty paper on the back. And I'm getting too close to my poor camera because it's trying to focus, and then I move. All right, so we have the red plaid and some more musical notes, and pretty red holly berries, and then some of the green. So it's kind of like that red one, but it's got green, kind of muted looks. And if you look in there, you can see berries and leaves. So it's pretty cool. And that was the last. But isn't that the most pretty paper? And like I said, it is the Joy of Christmas 12 by 12. So here is the item number 161958. So the colors that go with it are cherry cobbler, old olive, pecan pie, pebbled path, real red, and shaded spruce. Gorgeous. All right. So let's get to the card. So we have we're going to do some embossing. So we're going to do the Christmas with the Versamark. You can tell I'm not even prepared. Okay, so there's my Versamark. So we have our Christmas, and that's just going to go right on here. Now Wishes goes over to the side. So I'm going to put this over to the side a little bit. All right. So I also have my embossing powder. Let's get that ready. And my little tray. All right. So we have Christmas. Hopefully my Versamark is well inked. All right. So we have Christmas. I love this font. Oh my gosh. It is so pretty. Such a pretty handwritten font. Okay. And I have my heat gun off to the side already plugged in. Okay, so let's heat this up. Alright. So let's see here. So this was the basics embossing powder, so I just chose the white. Let's get this. I haven't used my heat gun in a while. And if you're doing heat embossing like for Christmas or something, or birthday cards, or you're making like a lot of cards, once you heat it up, it goes pretty quick from then on because it's hotter, but it doesn't take super long. Alright, so you can see how that changed from that kind of muted powder to this really pretty white shiny Christmas. See if the light catches it. Alright, I need to remember to unplug that. Alright, so we have our Christmas. Then we have, I'm going to use this. So I also have Wishes with shaded spruce. And that's just going to be fussy cut it out. So we have Wishes. So I used my other piece from that second card. Alright. So we have Wishes. And I'm going to stamp it down here on the bottom of the paper, so I'm not wasting that whole sheet. Alright. So we have Wishes. I'll just cut that out. And it looks like it's cut at an angle. All right, let me get the catalog out. Page 28. And now, so see, like I said, usually I have it all. I do one ahead of time. I have my my twist all figured out. So you're seeing me like for real, because I have not even figured out the twist. So while I'm doing this card in my head, I'm like, okay, so how can I do this as a twist? So I think I'm going to grab some of the different paper. All right, so there we have our wishes. So it's kind of cut at an angle like that. Okay. Close my pad. But it looked like a fairly simple card, so that's why I grabbed it, just because I knew I would have a little less time today if I had to take off. Okay. So let's see here. So this is Very Vanilla. I don't use Very Vanilla that much, but this paper has Very Vanilla in it, and I realize I should use it more often because it's just such a pretty color. Okay, so we have our DSP. So this is going to get glued right on the front of the card. So I'm going to use my green tip glue just because it gives me a little wiggle room, more than if I did the seal. So we're just going to wiggle this on here. And this is just the Tombow Multi, and I have just put it in this little Amazon bottle. Okay, we're just going to drop that on there. Just going to line up my edges like that. All right. So isn't that so gorgeous? Oh my gosh, it is just so beautiful, that paper. Okay, and on the inside, let's just put, now I don't know what they do on the inside of the card, and sometimes I don't decorate the catalog version, but I probably could have even did it on this one, and you wouldn't have known that little piece was out of there. Oops, I need to cut my edges. That's a little bit longer. Okay. So let's see, what am I going to do for my twist? Okay, so there's just that little vanilla in there. Okay. Now, if you have a printer that prints on our cardstock, you could even do your, like your little letter. You know, like you say, oh, we did this year, blah, blah, blah. You could print it on this piece of here that you glue in, and then it was already got that on there. All right, especially if you don't like your handwriting. Okay, so we have this, and it goes all the way to the edge pretty much. Okay, dokie. All right, so we have this is going to go here. This is going to go here. This is going to go over top. But we're also using this amazing ribbon. All right, so this ribbon, it's going to get folded like that, and so my Christmas looks longer. All right, or this little thing here, I swear it looks longer than the catalog one. And they might have just trimmed it with their scissors. I think they might have trimmed it with their scissors. So let's just do that. All right. So I'm just going to trim it here. And then they have this little thing that goes like this, and a little thing like this. So now it's just shorter. All right. So we'll bring it back over here, and it's going to go on here, and it sticks out a little bit. So we'll cut it like that. All right. So we can assemble this to this. So I'm just going to take my seal and lay this right on there, like that. And then these kind of stagger, right? So that you can, you know, cut them angly and angly. But they're loose, so then I have to also put some seal here so that they will stay together on the card. All right. And then this is going to go on here. It does stick out a little bit, but if you want to put it in the envelope, and I'm almost thinking as well that, because this says standard A2, but when I'm looking at it, I swear that this looks like it should be cut a little bit smaller, but I'm not going to mess with it. But I am going to make sure that this, see, they have it where it's sticking out, but then it won't fit in the envelope. So I am going to take some creative license and pull that back in. All right, so let's put this on with dimensionals. Let me get my dimensionals. So I'm just putting some dimensionals there. Put on the card, and then we're just going to stick the holly leaves underneath. All right, so then we have our holly, and I'm going to get a glue dot, and these are those ones that, I'm an old dog, and to me they're on the wrong side, but so now I just peel off what I need and use them that way. All right, so we have this leaf, so it's going to get stuck up underneath like that, and we have the other one, same thing. Now they used the whatchamacallit, these little things, and I, for the life of me, I can't remember if I ordered those or not. I'm gonna have to look. All right, so there's that one there. Then they have these cute little leaves, so we're going to stick that up underneath there as well. So these are very, very delicate, so when I'm putting them on the glue dot, when you pull them off, just kind of grab the glue dot at the same time. Don't just pull this, because you might tear it. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're just sticking that up underneath, and then this is hiding that glue dot. And then we have another one over here, and it actually went underneath that. And then I'm going to look in my cupboard really quick. Okay, so this goes up underneath here like that. Look how cute. And then we have our wishes, which, there it is. So we have our wishes. That's going to go right on here. And I'm going to put a little green tip glue. And I'm going to put the glue on here, because then I'm not getting it on here or whatever. Let me get this leaf to go up underneath there. There we go. So Christmas wishes. All right, I'm going to let that dry for a second, and I'm going to look in my cupboard and see. I don't believe I ordered that, because I do not see them. But that's okay. That is okay. I did not order those. So what I'm going to do instead is, where are the festive pearls? I'm going to use the festive pearls instead. But they did use these, so they used these. But to me, I can only see that they used the little red pearly things. So I'm just going to use my festive pearls and do the same thing. All right. So they used red, but I'm going to use the gold ones, because if I'm going to be a rebel and use something different, I'm going to really use something different. So I'm going to use the gold ones. And I'm just going to plop them around the card. I love these festive, these festive pearls. Jeff and I stopped at Denny's for breakfast after we dropped Winston off at the vet. So 1, 2, 3, let's do 5. 4. I just love them. Oh my gosh, I keep ordering them because I just love them. But look how cute. So isn't that a fun little card? All right, so now I'm going to do the twist. So fingers crossed that I can come up with something. So here goes nothing. Again, I have not made this card. I have just made it in my mind. So let's hope it turns out as good as I think. All right, so now what I did do was I used the same designer series paper. I'm still using Very Vanilla. I'm adding the green or the shaded spruce plaid, and I have kept the same little die cuts as I did before. I am changing the orientation of the card, so now it's going to be like a horizontal card instead of a vertical one. So that made me be able to keep my banner, my cherry cobbler banner, longer, where I wouldn't have to cut it down. So what I did was, instead of doing the Christmas wishes like I did on the first card where I put the little wishes here, I stamped Christmas wishes fully on the tag and embossed it. So I figured you didn't need to see me emboss twice. Okay, so let's bring our card over. So since I'm putting this DSP on the front, I like to repeat it on the inside. So usually I just stagger them like that. So I'm just putting those two pieces together. Now I'm not putting any greeting on the inside of the card. This way I can personally use it as a thank you card, a Christmas card, whatever I see fit. So by leaving it blank, it allows me to do that, and that's what I try to do with all my cards. So that way, if I send, maybe you'll get this as a thank you card for an order, and then you will be able to write something on the inside. If I do send it as a thank you card, I just put a post-it note in there that says thank you for your order, you know, blah 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 blah. All right, so this is again Very Vanilla, and this is thick for the card base, and then just the regular for the inside. Okay. So there's the inside of our beautiful card. And then let's bring the front over. So the front is, again, I changed the orientation, so now it's going to go lengthwise. So I did trim my paper different. I don't know if you necessarily would know, but I did cut a paper like intentionally this direction. All right, and then I'm going to put this along the edge. And I cut it too long, but I'm going to just trim it down anyways. Okay. Like that. I'm going to use the same ribbon as I used before, and I love that. I'm going to be buying more of this designer series paper. I'm going to be buying more of this ribbon. So when we run out or retire it, I'm still going to be a happy camper, and I'm still going to have my 10 packs and my 10 rolls. Oh, I'm so bad. All right, so here we have this. Now I'm going to take my ribbon and we're going to put like a fake bow on the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this on here, and I'm just going to cut. Then I'm going to take my glue dot. I'm going to put a glue dot on each end of the ribbon. And I didn't think I would ever love ribbon more than the black and white gingham. And now we have this, and I love this even more. All right, it's a little thicker. And it's vanilla, but you can use it with white. I have used it with white. Oops, see? My phone's making noises, so just kind of ignore it. I apologize. All right. So I'm putting glue dots because I have that ribbon back there, and if I were to use seal, it would stick, but it might over time loosen up because this ribbon takes a little bit of space. See, there's a little thickness there. So if you use dimensionals or your glue dots, it's going to stick better because they are also a little higher. Okay, so we have our now you could leave it like this if you want it, but I want to make it a bow, so I'm just going to cut some. Now I'm going to loop-de-loop that in there, and I'm just going to tie it in a knot. I mean, I'm not making a bow like with loops. I'm just making it be like this, and then I'm just, you know, going like that, and then trim, and then trim, and it makes it look like you have wrapped it around the card and tied it. All right, so I'm just going to adjust that just a tad. All right, there we go. So let's bring our Christmas. But what's cool about this is we can adjust this high or low. So if I want it a little higher, I just have to slide it up, and then I decide if I want my greeting under or over. I think I'm going to put my greeting over the ribbon. So we're going to use some dimensionals so we can straddle that ribbon. But the dimensions of the card, you know, are the same as the other. I just turned it on its side. All right, so we have Christmas wishes. Okay. But I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. So those are going to get slid up underneath, just like before. So I didn't change it tons, because it was such a pretty card. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, I pick a card that's fairly easy, right? Like this one's a fairly easy card, especially if I'm like, I know I don't have a lot of time, so I'll pick an easy one, because then I figure, well, my twist will look fancier just because the initial card was easy. But that designer series paper make that card look so amazing. All right, because it does all the work for you, right? All right, so I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. So again, when you pick it off, just kind of go up underneath that glue dot so you don't tear your little leaf. We'll stick that underneath. So like I said, it's not, then we need to find the glue dot. I must have used them all. All right. Fold it back. And again, pick the glue dot up. And I could have used the green tip glue too, but all right. So stick that up underneath there, like that. Now what I did change too, so look how cute that is. I wanted my bling to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go and I grab the brushed metallic dots. So these are in the main catalog, and we've had them a while, and you might have forgotten that we had them. So they're like a kind of like a bronzy copper and then like a gold. So I wanted my bling to be bigger. So I'm going to use gold just like I did before, but I'm going to use these, and they're going to stand off the card a little bit more just because of their size. So 1, 2, and 3. So I'm not going to use as many because they are bigger. All right. So what do you think? So here is, let me show you the catalog version. So this is me seat of the pants. I don't even have another card to go, well, here's the one I did before, because I didn't do any before. So anyway, so this is the catalog version, and then this is my twist. So I love them both, and I would not be disappointed if I received either one of those in the mail for Christmas. What about you? What do you think? Which one do you like? All right, so let me show you. I almost forgot. All right, so let me know what you think. Now, I'm going to show you really quick. These are the online. Let me scoot my camera up a little bit so I can show you this. And then I have to remember to scoot down so I don't send my camera flying when I spin it. Okay, so these are the new online exclusive DSPs. So let me show you them. This is the Traditions of St. Nick. Now, we have the St. Nick bundle or collection or whatever in the mini catalog. So this coordinates with it. So that's super cool that they did that. So look at how fun this is with the St. Nick. All right, so there's one side and there's the other side. So look how cool that is. Doesn't that remind you of like some really fun wallpaper? All right, and here's some with the gingerbread and candy canes and cinnamon. So that's cute too. And then there's some gold that's kind of wallpapery like too. So it's very, very vintagey. I love it, love it. So here we have this. So this is, they look like mailboxes. So you're sending a letter to Santa. And then the back side is more that kind of regally look. Oh, I love this. I think this is called toile. Is that not right? Isn't that called toile, this kind of look? But that's super fun. I love that it's all just monochromatic. So it would look very, very fun. So there's some of the back. So some of these kind of remind you of old stockings, right? And then we've got some holly. And then the back side of the holly. So that's pretty too. And was that the last one? Nope. And then we've got some cute stockings. And then some more paper, or more vintagey, wriggly looking. So Traditions of St. Nick. Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Copper Clay, Early Espresso, Mossy Meadow, Pebbled Path, Real Red, and Wild Wheat are the colors that go with that. So the item code for this is 162355, and that's the Traditions of St. Nick. But you can find these on my store. If you just go to the side and open up the online exclusives or under new, you'll be able to pull them up. All right, so let's see what this is. So this is tartan foil. So it isn't all Christmas, obviously, because look at that. All right, so this is tartan foil. And this is a specialty paper. So you always know when you're getting specialty paper because they back it with the chipboard, so it protects it even more. So this is the foil. Oh, look how fun that is. So see how that reflects? So that's kind of coppery looking. And then the pretty, looks like Lassagoon. And then the back side, this is some pretty paper. And then this looks like Pebbled Path. And I'm sure it says, but I'm just guessing. So Pebbled Path. And depending on how you look at it, let me see if I can make the camera do it. When I'm looking at it, yeah, look over here. All I see is the diamonds. When I'm looking at this edge, depending on how you have the camera catches it, see that? You just see like those squares. You don't even see the lines. Pretty cool. All right, and then there's that. So that is cool. So make sure you check that one out. All right, and then this is, so this also goes with a stamp set. So this is Delightful Floral. And I can't remember the stamp set. That's bad, but I can't remember. But anyways, so look how pretty. Now I don't have the stamp set. I wasn't fond of it. I can't like everything, but the paper is beautiful. So look how cool that is. And then the back side, ooh, some of that really, really fun watercolor wash kind of thing. And there's some leaves. It's some more of the watercolor wash. This looks really cool if you have any of like the animals, and then you can do them in black, and then it just looks like the sky behind them. Looks super cool. All right, and then we have some like baby flowers, so cute. And some of the peach. I would probably be using this side more than that one necessarily. No filter. I always tell you what I think. All right, so we have this right here. That's so pretty. And then there's the peach. So that's not bad, or pink rather. Oh, see, look how cool that is. Love that. And then on the back side of that is, looks like sea foam or pool party. So I would use that side on that one. And then there's some more flowers. Ooh, with lemon lime lolly, I'm guessing. So let's see how I did on my colors. So, berry burst, blackberry bliss, bubble bath, calypso, fresh freesia, lemon lolly, parakeet, pool party, and a pretty peacock. So I did not too bad on that one. All right. So let's see here. Oop, again, I apologize for the phone. Let me look. I don't think the vet would text me, but just let me see. Hang on a minute. Like I said, they would call. Nope. Okay. And I think it's too early yet, but I don't know. I've never cleaned a dog's teeth. Plus with the whole dew claw thing. All right, so this is that paper that A Walk in the Forest. Now this is the paper that's at the very, very beginning of the mini catalog. So if we go to the mini catalog, and it's right here. So you might have missed it. You might have thought, oh, it's just, you know, paper they're going to, you know, use or whatever again. But it's A Walk in the Forest. So 'tis a season of giving, and we're inviting the Stampin' Up community to help make the holidays merry and bright for everyone. So for each pack that you purchase, they're going to donate $3 to support organizations dedicated to spreading cheer and providing support to those in need. And it will vary where you in your market where that gets donated. Okay, so this is super cool. So this is that paper, but if you will notice, this goes with the bear, and I'm looking for my bear. Here, little bear. But I used him. Oh my gosh, I used him. Hold on a second. Well, I can't find my bear punch. Dum, bum, bum. Well, you're going to have to take my word for it, because I just can't even see it. It's probably right in front of me, but I don't see it on the shelf. All right, and I don't want you to be here all day. Plus, I have to get this video uploaded. But this does punch out with the punch. Also, this goes with the wishes die. All right, so there's the back. Some really fun trees. Look how pretty this is with that the berries and the holly. Oh, that's cute too. So this is a fun pack of paper. Oh, I love. See, these are really they're not your typical Christmas colors. So that's fun with the little snow. But it could be anything. It doesn't have to be snow. There's some more bears. Ooh, stripes. I love that. You know me and stripes and polka dots. This is super cute. Very, very, what do you call, artistic looking trees. That's pretty. Snowflakes. More trees. More stripes. Love it. I love that these stripes have kind of a jaggedy edge to them. Alright, so there's that paper. And then that is Balmy Blue, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, and Pretty Peacock. And it's 162377, A Walk in the Forest. And I have one more. Now, I think I ordered them all. I'm pretty sure I ordered them all. So, But like I said, just go to my store. Excuse the noise. Go to my store and just click on New and Online Exclusives, and you'll see what is there. You can also get logo stuff under the brand. What was this called? This is called Shining Christmas. So the ones that are specialty paper, the name is on the envelope. So you got another piece of chipboard. So look how cute this is. Oh, so one side is foil and sparkly, love it. And then the other side is not, it's just matte. So I love that. And you've got presents that are sparkly. And then the other side, oh, that's cool. This is some really fun paper. Now, this is what made me decide to get this paper. Because I was like, well, I have a lot of paper. You remember I said I had a whole stack. This right here sold me on this paper. I do believe that's called Argyle, isn't it? I love that. Look how cute. So they had a sample with that Argyle, and it just was like sold. So this is really cute. And look at all these little candy canes. And in the back is the X's. So anyways, but that is super fun. Make sure you check that out. It's like catching on my table somewhere. All right, let me get this off of here. Okay, so let's go back. So this is what we did today. So catalog version and a twist. Let me know what you think. All right, let me scoot down and let me say, see, there's some ripped pants. See you later, alligator. Oh my gosh. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Let's cross our fingers that this gets uploaded and processed in time for the premiere. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you join me tomorrow for my Teach Me Tuesdays, episode 190, and that will be 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. And I have hang on a minute. Yeah, I have a dentist appointment at 1:30 tomorrow. So we're going to cross our fingers that, I need to get it figured out. But if for some reason they go, oh, we can do ya, I might not be on the live. So just know if something happens, it should still go, but I might not be there live and be able to chat with you, just in case. But I just wanted to give you a little heads up. Okay, so I'm going to say see you later. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye for now.